Hey friends, this is CC. Welcome to Hobby Hands. In this vlog, we're going to turn this into this. We're going to do a build of this model, which is the Italeri 1/72 scale KA-6D Intruder, and the model number is 1405. This particular intruder has been modified to do aerial refueling, as you can see. So that you can see all the external fuel tanks. I'm very excited. Let's start building. As you can see, I've already started a bit of a build, but I'll just show you. So what we're going to do is we're going to complete it in this particular version here. From the year 1990. This is the main fuselage. The inside of the cockpit has been built and painted, and the clear bits have been masked in preparation for the painting. The two halves fit quite nicely. There was not much filler, but complete. Then I just did a rescribing of the panel lines to get them a little bit deeper. And as you can see, there's not a lot of filler that was used. As you can see, I've painted the internal bits, and I've masked all this off in preparation for painting. So that's the wheel wells, the air brakes, the inside of the air intakes, and there's the stairs. So I'm going to build it with the stairs open, and I painted the insides with red, and before I cover it with the exterior colors. And that's the fuselage. These are the wings. What I'm planning to do is model it with the wings folded, while on top of a aircraft carrier. I've sprayed these bits of the wing in red and masked it off before I spray the exterior colors. These are the fuel tanks, which will be painted in white, or the same color as the underside of the aircraft. More of the wings. So the ailerons will be painted in white, while the rest of the body will be in that light grey color per the scheme here. The underside of the aircraft will be all white. The top part of the aircraft is in a gull grey. So there we go. These are the gear doors. The insides have been painted white, and the outside will be painted in the exterior colors. Some of the gear doors. Same thing, I've painted the inside in white and then masked it off before we paint the exterior colors. The landing gears have been all painted in white. And these are the wheels, painted in white as well. The tires will be painted in black once everything's ready. It's probably the last bit, and I'll paint the tires in black. These are the main wheels, white, and the outside will be, the tire bits will be in black, the tire black. These are the air brakes. Inside have been painted white and masked off, and the exterior will be whatever the exterior color is. The insides of the intakes have been painted white and then masked off. So I'm going to stick it onto the aircraft before painting the exterior colors. These are also the intake parts. Yep. They're actually already painted, so we'll just stick it on that way. The intake, same thing, painted and masked. First thing I'm going to do is paint the clear bits with the interior grey. This will be the exposed bits outside of the masked areas. So that actually represents the frame. Here we go. Done. Let's now paint on the exterior body colors. Let's start with a white. Paint all the bits that need to be white, following the paint scheme from the instruction manual. The tail bits. Tail fin is painted white, as is the bottom part of the fuselage. Bits of the aileron. Top part of the aileron is painted in white. So this is back to the fuselage. So the underside of the plane has been painted already, as has the underside of the wings. So the next thing I'm going to do is start to mask off those areas that need to stay white before I paint the grays. So here we go, let's do the masking. Supposed to get a bit of a squiggly line on the front parts of the fuselage. Okay, I've now masked off all those areas that need to stay in the white color. So the exposed areas will be filled in with that grey color. Already. side of the wing is all white. So here we go. Now we're spraying top half of the fuselage in the grey color. Grey has been completed over the top surfaces of the aircraft. So now what we'll do is we'll start taking off all the masking for the white areas. I'll start with this bit here. To be quite careful that you don't remove parts of the paint as the mask comes off. All come off. You can see where the two tones of the aircraft now, grey on top and white at the bottom. Cover everything with a layer or two of gloss clear. This will prepare the surfaces for the decals, and the decals will stick better to a gloss surface. Done all the gloss paint over the whole aircraft, and what we're going to do is now start putting the decals on, and this is the version that I'm going to be completing. So just gonna pick out the decals for this version. you can see all the decals have gone onto the aircraft, nice and colorful. So what we're going to do is now give it another coat of gloss clear, and this will seal the decals in. Clear gloss has been sprayed on. We're ready to give the model a wash. With the lighter paint, we're going to use a grey wash. Wash, and this will help the panel lines stand out a lot more. Okay, now the wash has all been completed. So what we're going to do is to clean up where the wash has run over. What I'll do is I'll use just a cotton bud and some thinner. As I clean up the overruns. Panel lines come out nice and neat. Sides of the landing gear base. Inside of the stairwells. There we go. This is now the cleaned up aircraft. You can see the panel lines are all nice and neat. There you go. So the next thing we're going to do is give the aircraft a flat clear coat or two. I like a very flat finish on my models. see that all the decals and all that do look as if they've been painted on. That's what I want to achieve. So next thing we're going to do is paint the details in, like the lights. So we start off with a bit of silver as an undercoat. I normally just paint this in with a little brush. What we need to do now is to complete the lights with some clear paint. So one side will be in a clear green and the other side will be in a clear red. We'll start with a clear red first. Normally just apply the paint with a toothpick. Clear green. There you go. As you can see, the model is practically finished in terms of the paint. Decals have gone on and the flat coat finish has also gone on.
There you go. As you can see, the model is almost complete. Decals are all on. And it's got that final clear coat. Panel lines are all done. So I guess the last step is to put this whole lot together. So let's start doing that now. Finally, it's all come together. It's now complete. It's modeled as though it's been parked on the deck of an aircraft carrier with folded wings, staircase down. Everything else that could be open is open. So now what we're gonna do is to remove the masking on the cockpit. complete the plane. And this is the bit where we have to be pretty careful. Sharp blade, and we don't want to scratch the finish. Easy does it. First piece done. That's okay, we'll stick it back on later. Finally, all the masking has come off. You can see this is the finished product of the 172 scale KA-6D Intruder by Italeri. The build was quite easy and the parts came together without too much problems. There you go. I've even modeled the canopy in an open position. You can see the underside of the aircraft. Quite happy with the final product. So you can see I've also painted the front of the cockpit with a little bit of a clear blue. This is a 360-degree view. I enjoyed building the model and hopefully you enjoyed watching this video as well. Please subscribe to my channel and give me a like. Hope you did enjoy the vlog. We'll see you again next time. Thank you so much for watching.